Welcome to my show, Evolution. I'm your host and creator, Joseph Eli Park, taking you through the game-changing events, artworks, and people that revolutionized the entertainment industry. In 2019, Gemini Man premiered to theaters with disappointing sales and reception. After losing to its box office competitors and costing its studio $111 million, the film was dubbed a colossal failure, one of the biggest box office bombs in history. While many were quick to denounce the movie, credit should be given to the studio and the director who took a chance with two new technological advances, even if those novelties were the only compelling part about the movie. The first technological advancement that the film adopted was a high frame rate. The industry standard for a film's frame rate is 24 FPS, so it came as a major surprise when it was announced that the movie would be released in 120 FPS, 5 times the normal rate. While some critics marveled at the technical achievement, many disliked and even hated the hyper-realistic visuals. The lack of motion blur that we have become familiarized with in cinematic movies left audience members feeling like they watched a game. What made the experience worse was that only 14 theaters in the US were capable of projecting the film at 120 frames per second. Thus, the majority of Americans never saw Gemini Man with all the bells and whistles that the studio and director were trying to promote. The second technological advancement that the film widely used was a de-aging visual effect. While this effect was not new by any means, it was revolutionary for a film to essentially have the primary co-star be a younger version of himself via CGI. The extensive screen time that the de-aged version of Will Smith obtained made developing a realistic, younger human face vital to the project. While the naturalness of the final product is up for debate, the de-aging process will likely find more use in future movies, even if the high frame rate becomes a distant memory. And thanks to Gemini Man's efforts, we are even closer to creating realistic digital humans. For Evolution, I'm Joseph Eli Park.